it was all God's perfect timing. Before my daughter came into my life, I was really struggling with my infertility, wondering why me, praying, feeling worthless because I wasn't able to have a baby at that time. I went through multiple fertility treatments, surgery to have polyps removed, IUI, IVF, and I still wasn't able to have a baby, and I kept blaming myself. But now, as court is finishing up for the criminal charges against my ex, I am realizing, and it was reiterated for me again today, that that was not God punishing me, that was God protecting me. And in the same sense, God knew that I needed to have some sort of hope of being a mom. And at that exact moment, he placed my daughter in my life. That was the moment that I miraculously conjured up all the mental, emotional, and physical strength to stay committed to leaving, because it was no longer just about me. It was about a child that needed me. And because of the traumatic parent this child came from, that I was trying to save her from, there was no way in hell that I was going to save her from the possible trauma with our traumatic parent and expose her to possible domestic trauma, the partner I was trying to leave for good. So today I was cross-examined and testified again. This is my 4th or 5th court appearance against my ex-partner. And as conflicting as my emotions can be, because although I do not condone in any way what happened, there is a part of me that is sad for him, because for you to be that unloving to yourself, that you would do that to someone who cared for you, is a trauma in its own. But it also just reiterated for me why things needed to roll out and happen the way they did, because God knew I was not going to leave unless something as profound as my daughter happened to me. Today I had so many mixed emotions: relief, gratitude, anger, sadness, reliving a lot of things that I even forgot about, because that's what our brains do. It suppresses trauma, it suppresses things that are not conducive to our growth, because healing and trauma is messy. It's very, very messy. Tonight, I get to go pick up my daughter from daycare, and I think really God knew, in order to even get through this court process, that I needed her, because leaving court and having her be there with me reminds me why I had to leave that situation, why I moved forward with the case. And it really reiterates how choosing safety for myself and for my daughter completely changed the entire direction of my life. God revealed that this was powerful, and that there's somebody that needs to be reminded and to hear that the current season that you are in your life is not the end of your story, that there is hope, there is light, and it can and will get better.